Well, hello everybody. Yeah, I know there's nobody here, and they might not. Everybody's got to go to work, haven't they? Well, that's just retired. So, hello, you number one. Thank you for joining. And if you can chat, please do so. I know who you are. If not, if you're the first time you've been here, Robert train set, yes. So I've got this layout in the loft, which can be controlled by iTrains, but at the moment it's manual by me. And I've got a second. I've got a light. Thank you very much. And as I said in the title, really, I did a live stream on Easter Sunday. And hello, Dennis. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever watched Andy Hot Dog on a Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. But I believe he uses YouTube live. So as I used, hello Alan. Yeah, I'm just experimenting really. I wanted to see what it was like using YouTube's own sort of go live. That's what Andy uses on a Sunday, I believe. And hello to you, sir. Well done for finding me. That's pretty good. I've only been going for 2 minutes. So it took about half as much again as it did on Easter Sunday. So I've got much the same trains on here. But I have got this 395 on for Jimmy because he was disappointed on that Easter Sunday. So if he finds me, he finds me. But he's probably at work, so whatever. So can I please ask what the picture's like and how the sound is, please, if at all. Yeah, perfect. Okay, well, that's what we want, isn't it? So I think one advantage of using YouTube's own video is I think it does it at HD resolution, whereas I think with the StreamYard, unless you pay, they only do it at sort of 720. So I'm hoping that the picture is better. Now, I've got the 2 cameras. Now, what I don't know, and I don't think I can do it, is can I change the cameras mid-video? I think I've tried it before and ended up with nothing on. So I think while I'm going to try, and I don't know whether it'll interrupt anything or not, I'm going to try and see if I can change the cameras. So hang on a minute. Let's, how did we that? No, I can't do there. Okay. No. Okay. Right. So now I've got 3 on, so thank you to the third person. If you can comment, please do so. It's nice to know who's on. And in the picture at the moment is the Hornby 395 Javelin, which is a quite a simple model. It is DCC, but it's no sound, just the lights at the front and the back. So perfect for this, because we all know the sound on these isn't always so good, is it? So I've got quite a good selection of locos on that I did have on Sunday. I did manage to sort out the 57, which was playing up a bit, if you remember. and I don't quite know where it is. I think it's in me. I think it's in me fiddle yard. Let's have a look. I can't see it. Hang on. Let's put some light onto the fiddle yard. No, not that one. Or was it that one? That one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, still doesn't help. Need more cameras, really. Right. Yeah, I think it's in the fiddle yard, that one. Good, good. So it looks as though I'm going to have to just use this one camera, which is obviously a bit of a come down from StreamYard. So I suppose if I wanted to use more cameras, I could pay for the StreamYard service and get the better quality. But yeah, I don't seem to. Hang on, I'm just going to click this. Might lose you. If I lose you, I will come back. All right. What we got? Doesn't seem to help much. Okay. Right. I'll see we go on there. That's not word out. We need it. Let's get rid of that. So what I'll say is, if anybody knows how to use more than one camera on this without sort of stopping the screen and starting it again, which I think is what happened to me last time, be good. So the other thing that's different from Sunday here is I've not got my computer that I'm doing the live stream on plugged into the mains. So in the time it's taken me to get it all sorted to this point, I've gone from 100% to 85%. So I have to keep an eye on that. I mean, I can always go down and get the charger if I need to. But I'm not quite sure about that. No, what is this? I don't know what. I've got some little dots down the bottom. And it's got, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Might be signal strength, I don't know. Yeah. I've got a share screen. Yeah, could be, Alan. Well, I can move. I mean, I've got both of them, and I can move them. But obviously, if I can't switch between them, I can't do much. So that's why I put in the description. Have a sick bag ready because it could be a bit of things. I'm going to take that one off because I can't really use that one. I might as well unplug it. I think it's slowly falling over the. Falling over the wires. I'll stick that on here. So I didn't really, what I really wanted to do, now I came up on a couple of days ago after the live stream, and to be perfectly frank, I had a jolly good play up here, moving trains around and running ones that I hadn't, hence the 395, and yeah, having a, playing trains basically. So I think what I'll do, I'll get a few more trains running because I'm sure you'll like that, and see how we get on. So I think the easiest one to do at the moment, let's do the 31 with the same container train on it, I must admit. So let's turn the lights on. I don't think I'll have the sound on because I don't think it's always particularly good, is it? So hang on, I better just check the route first. So this is all manual, as I was on Easter Sunday. So let's have a go. So we'll see if this one plays up like it did before. Now, interestingly, when I was having my play, as you know, we sometimes get a fuse, don't we? And I had a fuse, and then when I tried to start up the 31 again, it wouldn't do anything. It was as though it was dead. So I just wondered what had happened, and yeah, I couldn't get it to do anything. But I put it on the programming track and read it, and the running number is 31. You know, sort of figures, doesn't it? Not that I do that with any of the others, but there we are, 31. And for some reason, it had been changed to 160, which is obviously what it didn't run. So I reset it, and that was it. You know. So do you like this view? Well, I can do it from the other end, like I did the other day. But you know, this you tend to get the back scene at the end instead of the rafters, don't you? So, but if you'd like it higher up, I can try and get it on the beam that runs across. So please let me know. I've not got many on. They've all gone. Oh dear. Sorry. So from the one that's on, thank you. Is that you, Alan? You seem to be hogging the chat at the moment. Try the beam, okay. Well, you're the only viewer. Oh, I've got another one now. Welcome to the second one. I'm up and down a bit today, so excuse the vomit. Let's see how we get on. I've got a limited lead on this one. Let's see how we do. Hang on. Right, what's that like? It's not too bad, is it? Let's go back that way a little bit. So this might well move. How's that? There isn't any automation. That's the point, Alan. It's manual. So what I'm doing is doing it just for. I do use iTrains to control them. You can actually control it through the DR5000 on the computer, but it's very, very clanky. You've got to put all the numbers in and everything, like you do on your controllers. And as you know, hello, Andy. Welcome. So we've got the two main contenders on the screen. So we've got Alan from Dragon Junction, and we've got Andy from Hot Dog Pilot. And Andy, if you read the title, you might work it out. But I'm using YouTube's own Live, which is what you use, I believe, isn't it? But a bit to the left, so over towards the back scene. Is that right? See, if the lead's long enough, I will. Right, is that better? How's that? Yeah, so Andy, did you is there any other way of getting more than one camera on this screen? I mean, I had the other one set in, but there doesn't seem to be any way that I can find to sort of switch between the two. I think when I first started out, I tried doing it and you just lose the whole screen. Okay, so you're happy with that, are you? Fair enough. So it's very dark right at this end, isn't it? But I don't think I can do an awful lot about it. I think if I put the bigger light in, the floodlight, it'll get the camera flashing. Let's try it, but I think that's what's going to happen. Give it a go, eh? Let's have a look. Yeah, see what I mean? So it's a lot brighter, but I don't like the flashy. And I've got all my other lights on that I can have on, so I'm really done. I could try and just move this one round, possibly. Let's unplug it from there and turn it round that way. It doesn't seem to be. Oh yes, it makes a little bit of difference, doesn't it? So I'll leave that there. It's an inspection lamp, that is. Yes, that's a bit better, isn't it? One camera is all, yes. I was about that. So the advantage of this is it does do it at 180, doesn't it? So HD quality, whereas obviously StreamYard without paying for it is only 720. Now, one of my cameras is only 720, which is the one I'm not using, but this one is HD. And I must say on my computer, it's not too bad. Obviously, it's different over the streams. So I've got 6 on now, so welcome everybody. Hello, hello, Richard from New Junction. Hello, sir. Blimey, I'm honoured. And yes, I have looked at your videos. Yeah, I think I did make a comment which you didn't actually answer, but I was 3 days late, so I can understand. You're a busy man, aren't you? So are you heading up to Birmingham for the old show that's on the weekend? I think you said you were going. Are you actually started yet or not? So just to put you in the picture, Richard, I did a live stream on Easter Sunday. Unbelievably, my first one in 6 months. I look back now when the last one, 6 months. So yeah, get old. Only waiting for me to do a live stream, and now I've done 2 in a couple of days. But there we are. And it went quite well. Now I'm not doing it on automation. I'm just controlling it by hand on the computer. And I thought I'd try it on Hot Dog Andy's way of doing it, which is on the YouTube live rather than StreamYard, because you get better quality, don't you? Or at least I think you get better quality. And everybody sort of said, hey, oh right, so stands are being built as we speak. Right, okay. So that is a big show. I mean, I'd like to go, but it's too far, and to be honest, Richard, for the money it's going to cost to go up there and see it, I'd rather buy a loco, I think, because I don't think I'd want to drive all the way from East Anglia, all the way up there and back in the day and go around the show. And probably you wouldn't see all the show anyway. It's too big, isn't it? With a lot of things. Now, it does appeal to me that you've got an awful lot of different modelling things there. I've tried the trucks. I've tried remote control trucks at a show, which I quite enjoyed actually. It's really good. And I've done radio controlled cars, and I've tried the aeroplane. That wasn't very successful. And a helicopter. That wasn't very successful. So I haven't quite got it. You know? So why are you, Richard? It's Richard again. I'm sorry because I don't get you on very often, do it? What is allowing you to watch my stream while you should perhaps be working and putting up the Durascale stand? Or are you the governor and you just tell him to get on with it? You are in charge. Okay, good. You're the governor. Does that mean you're the, if you'll excuse it, I know this is not nice, are you the flat controller, Richard? You may disappear in a mo, okay. Please don't do that. I've only got 5 on and it might be a few in. You can always watch me on your phone and you're doing what you've got to do, can't you? Or are you watching me on your phone? I suppose you are. So I better get us another train going. So we'll get Flying Scotsman on the way and see how we go. So again, I've got to check that it's all set right. The track is set, and let's go. So it should be moving in a moment, hopefully, if it's all going to work. Here we go. So these are Hornby Pullmans. All right, very good. It would have been nice to put up on you on the. Oh, hang on. Somebody didn't check it that well, did they? Oh, just taken Flying Scotsman and crashed it into the end of a 101. Right, well, we better sort that out. Let's see if I can reverse him out without pulling the 101 out. Let's see. Is it on the track still, or is it going to fuse it all? No, it's connected to the 101. I'm just going to go over there and sort it out. So, hello, Dundas. Good morning to you. Okay, seven. Welcome all 7 of you. Thank you very much. Oh dear, here we go again. How did I miss that one? Right, I'm back again. So that was just the buffers interlocking because I haven't got any couplings on either of them at that end. Right, let's see if we can just so you reverse out, and it also hadn't derailed the bogey, which is pretty good. So it's possible we've lost Richard from New Junction because we've gone down to 6 and 7. We're nearly out, as you can see, hopefully. So I shall set that one right, and then we can carry on around, can't we? I did not see that. I really didn't see that. All right, let's switch it. There we are. Right, and we'll go the other way now, shall we? There we go. Right. So Flying Scotsman set off at that's 35 miles an hour according to iTrains. Well, I can hardly, Andy, I can hardly tell you what your P's and Q's when I said what I said to Richard, can I? But if Alan neutralises me, we'll be in trouble, won't we? You're very short. So what's the well, retracted? Did you not spell that right, Alan? Have another go. Yes, exactly, Andy. But basically, this is all I can running without iTrains on because I won't be able to control it through the time. Well, I can control it. I did on my little. What's the plan? The plan is to either let these run as they are, depending on how long the battery's going to last in this. And we're already down to 74%, but it says it'll last another hour and 56, but I'm not quite sure about that. So really, you can vote. So I can either leave it like this and we can chat, which I know you all like, or you can chat between yourselves and do what you want to do, and I'll try and switch a few trains round, and you know what that usually means, mayhem, doesn't it? But as you saw, I can't even get the Flying Scotsman away without running it into the terminal station and meeting the back of the 101. So in this terminal station, I've got the 101 sort of backed up against the 411, which has freed up some space. Okay. So we're talking about a railway there, are we? Between you, Andy and James. Okay. So where is it? It must be sort of near where you live, I would imagine. Possibly. If you're liking this video, it'd be nice to have a few more likes. I've got 3. Although I do understand if you don't like it. But I find it, although I like what we're seeing, and I hope you do as well. Oh, right, okay. So it's in Canada, is that right? Interesting. Right, okay. So you're now one of our allies as opposed to the people on the other side of the border. Oh, it's a bit controversial, isn't it? There's only one man on the other side of the border that we're not okay with, but never mind. Shouldn't be saying that, I suppose. So as I said a bit earlier, what do you want me to do? Because I'm quite happy to leave these running like this. I can get the 395 off fairly easy and run the Pura Scale 37, the RF 37 with the rake of TTA wagons. I nearly drank all my drink. And of course, I'm assuming that you'd much rather have the trains running than my face. Okay, Andy. Yeah, it's actually not bad, is it? It's you can see quite a bit of that. Yeah, I think it's better than the one I had up on things. Well, I had the other one up on the tripod on Sunday, so it's not as high. That's pretty good there, though, isn't it? Pretty good. Yeah. Curved crossovers. Yes, I've got 2 of them on this railway. Although the one at the other end, so the end where that sort of fake tunnel is, that's quite a long one, and it runs through the platform. I tried to park the 101 there when I was playing with it, and it's about half an inch too flaming long. Either it's the one where the actually tipped the 395 over to one side, albeit it was going very slowly, and it would do the same with the 31. But luckily, I just drove it out of the way, and the 395 went back on the rails. She's not been turning up, has she, old Kelly? I've got the Lord Nelson class loco here, named the Lord Nelson. It's the one that Hornby was selling with the sound in. And my plan was to have it where the Flying Scotsman's running, but which I could try. I mean, it was been stopping a lot of the logos, but whatever. And whether it would work, because it's got a small coupling on it as opposed to a large coupling, the decoupling. I don't. Actually, the curve points, they do work quite well actually on this. As long as you don't try and go too fast. But to be honest, on this layout, because of the way the track is and everything, you can't really go too fast. I mean, I can get the 395 going a bit quicker. But yeah, like these. So as you can see, you're limited on how you can changed the locos on this, or the trains rather. As you can see, on the left-hand side, I've got the nuclear class there with the class 68, which was running around on Sunday. You have one for testing, do you? Oh, what, when you're doing a new loco? Yeah, I mean, you know, when you consider that most of the points on both of my railways are just standard Hornby points, the tight ones, you know, I don't get too bad. I do have problems trying to get some locos into the engine shed areas here, up here. Maybe because the points are old and they're a bit worn out, perhaps. So, okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't think Jimny would come on, but you'll probably see it on catch up. So I'm going to stop the 395 and I'll reverse it to behind the back steam, and then I'll bring out the 37, the Backman, the Euroscale 37. And it looks like we have definitely lost Richard from New Junction, but it was nice of him to turn up while he's really busy there. Perhaps he's had to sort out some of his crew, eh? Right, let's bear with me while I have a go at this. So let's slow him down. So I can't actually take him out down the right-hand side like I normally do, because that's where the 37 is sitting. So I'm going to reverse up, change my point up at the top there, near the clip maybe, when it works. It can be a little bit problematical with these, but you know, for what it is, which is a Hornby surface point motor and Hornby decoders, points decoders, it's not too bad. Okay, right. Let's reverse. Very slowly, perhaps. So this Javelin, you know, it's literally got only 4 wheels driving it, so you know, it's fairly cheap and cheerful. But you know, with the 6-car train, it does reasonably well. When you see the troubles that Richard had with his 800, pretty good, eh? I thought it was too good to be true. It's either stuck or I got dirty track. Let's go and give it a little push. Let's see if we can get it to go again. Yep, dirty track, right in the tunnel. I did clean the track a bit on Sunday, when I was playing with it. Right, there we are. So I look in the mirror and leave it there, and that's fine. So I'll turn the lights out because we forget. How are we doing? Okay. I don't technically keep any spares for this. I have got some old ones, but yeah. So let's switch the point again, so I don't go smashing into the back of that. I'm quite good at that. So it sometimes takes a couple of clicks when you're doing it manually to move the thing. It doesn't seem to be a problem when it's under control. So take fun. So all I need to do on iTrains to get my TTA oil train on is if I just click it a couple of times, it appears at the top of the control system, which works quite well, but it only goes to the top, so the first one in the thing, you know. So let's see if we can get it going. You're going to go, James. Well, thank you very much for coming in. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I've got a new normal video, uploaded video tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, which is a bit disappointing, to be honest, but there we are. So thank you very much. So let's get this locomotive going, shall we? Right, the lights are on, I believe. Has to be. Oh, no, maybe that's the wrong engine. I've got the Hornby 37 on. So that's, oh, hang on. While I'm there, I'll turn the lights off. I don't think it'll be on in the cupboard downstairs. On the, where are they? Where are we? Yeah, we are. Right, got the right one now. Okay, let's see if we can get it going. Yeah, lights are on. I need to set the points here. And here we go. So this one's going in the opposite direction. So luckily it's a bi-directional line, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure you've got a bit of a blip on your layout, Andy. I think I've got a few little ups and downs on both of mine. I do actually wonder whether it actually gives it a bit more character. You know, as long as it doesn't cause the locos to derail. You know, why not? Because the railways aren't always level, are they? Now, let's get the CTA going a little bit quicker. So as I said in my bit on the freights, which I did a video on, if you remember, as Chadwick Model Railways pointed out, Charlie Bishop, you know, there are walls with these goods trains, aren't there? Oh, right, I think it's quite a drop, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's a dip, you know, it's a hot dog Andy dip. All right, remember when we drink. That's it time for a cup of tea. Let's go and have a look. No, I'll see how the battery's doing on this. So 64%, so an hour and 40 minutes it's saying, so there we go. So I don't think I'm going to be going that long anyway. So I'm going to leave, I'll leave you to, you couldn't, okay. No, fair enough. If you've got to do it, you've got to do it, haven't you? Now, yeah, you've had a few dips as well, haven't you, Alan? But then I'm not surprised in that shed of yours. Right. You get far more wet weather than we do, I would have said. Hello, Christopher from Secura Densha. That's an interesting name for a layout. Can you give us any information on it? And while you do so, I'm just going to go and make myself a cup of tea. I'll be back in a minute. So please watch the trains. And I hope they'll all perform okay. Yes, he says. Tongue in cheek somewhat. Oh, down the steps. Hello, I'm back. Are we all still running? Looks like it. Good. Oh, it's not very nice trying to get a cup of tea up there. It's maybe not when it goes on your hand. Come on, here. Bit. Right, what have I lost? Okay, we're back to 6 again, which is fine. Okay. Those GTA wagons are quite noisy. So, did you get any? Thank you, Dennis. I'm glad you like it. So, so you know Christopher, do you, Alan? I don't think I've come across it before. Oh, right, okay, Andy. Yeah. The 56, sorry, the 57 that I had trouble with, the wheel had actually fallen off. Over the years, I've sort of tried to get the old space right, and I've obviously worked it from one end and not the other, and it had actually fallen out. Hello, Peter. Sorry for the jug. Let me get myself a cup of tea, sir. What am I doing inside on a nice day? I'm entertaining my subscribers. Is there anything wrong with that, young sir? You know. Yeah, I like a walk, but when the weather's warm, and it's warm now, and in here it's actually gone up to about 75, I don't have a walk because I get so hot. I literally get, sodden, absolutely soaking wet. And yes, I know I can put shorts on, which I will do when the weather's right, probably in the next few days a little bit. So I thought I'd do this. Otherwise, I just sit on the posterior and maybe watch YouTube videos, which is good, or on the computer. I have been, I did do a little bit of AI this morning on Chat GPT. Quite interesting. You can ask it anything. I asked it to sort out a trip from where I live down to the south of France, because I used to go to the south of France, by varying methods, and it's amazing what it all comes up with in about less than 5 minutes probably. So really good. So you're talking about the 800. Well, I said that I commented on Richard's one with that, and I didn't actually get a reply, but I'd say about 3 days after it was aired. To me, the simplest thing is to just buy another set and have 2 power cars, like they're going to do, like they're doing on the Hornby 755, the Flirt, which I'm still aiming on hopefully getting. But there we are, right. No, I don't want a big flask, because I think enough tea as it is, Andy. Yes, I do. I must have about, I don't know, 1.5, more than 1.5, 2 pints a day. And luckily it's not coffee, which I don't think would be very good for you. 75 is ideal. 75 what? Yeah, well, as I said in my piece to him, he's going to be running these trains at an exhibition, isn't he? Because the idea is to take his layout to an exhibition. And, we've been to exhibitions, it's hard work, isn't it? They're running for, I don't know, 6 hours, 7 hours a day. And yes, I know you can rest them and then have another train, but, basically they're going to be doing that. They're cooking on the tracks, unless he's got isolation on his sidings. And it's just going to, as he said himself, it's going to burn the motor out. But if you've got 2 motors pushing and pulling, and it's not difficult to get them to work together, is it? I wouldn't have thought so. That to me, then he can have his actual carriage back to what it should be, with a table and the chairs, and not loads of weights on the thing. Tell me if right, yeah. So 75 is my temperature that's in here at the moment. Is it? Yeah, it's still 75. So it's not too bad. Still a bit warm for me. I mean, I'd like it at 60 to be honest, because I get hot just getting up here and doing everything, you know. So, are you happy that I leave this view, or would you like me to move the camera and maybe get a different view? Please let me know. Yeah, degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, not centigrade. Blimey, 75 centigrade. I think the trains have been melting, haven't they? So we've been going 48 minutes, which isn't too bad. How's the battery doing? Let's have a look. Down to 56. So technically, I could do another 48 minutes. I don't think I will, but there we go. Well, I have. Well, I'm not going to tell you who, but Mr. Allen from Dragon Junction gave me another retailer that's actually doing them cheaper than that. And we're talking about the flirts, aren't we? And I'm keeping an eye on that they've still got some, which they have. So, you know, it can make a bit of a difference on buying. I would like to. I'm undecided on buying 2 3-car ones because I think they'd work better on the on the end-to-end layout. Or I could buy a 4-car and a 3-car, and then you can still join them together to get a 7, can't you? Plus the little motor bit. But what's putting me off is I've then got to buy 2 lots of decoders, haven't I? Which, if you go to Road and Rails, they're doing a set for, so that's 3 decoders for 174, and these are the Hornby ones. But I'd probably be paying 25 quid to put the sounds on, because at least then you hopefully, you know, he knows what he's doing far better than I. I've never actually put any sounds on a HM 7000 decoder. The ones I've got, which is in the HST, you know, came factory fitted, so that was good. So okay. What's wrong with Richards at New Junction's carriages on the? I assume you mean on the 800. Are they in the wrong order? Too much drag. Yeah, well, he was going to oil the wheels, wasn't he? Which apparently does make a bit of a change. Speeded up the container train a bit. It seems to be going a bit slow. It needs sorting. Okay, well, you tell him off. You could have done it earlier when he was on. I didn't. The problem I have with some of these train sets that they're bringing out now, not the locos, but the train sets, is especially the 800. I think is a pain to sort of take apart and put back together again, as may be the Flirt. I'm not sure, and because you know I've not got unlimited storage up here, and I don't particularly like leaving them up there. Certainly not in the winter when it's sort of freezing. I'd have to keep taking them apart, and I'm just a bit, you know, I think keep doing that, and they break, don't they? You know, I mean, the one thing you can say about, you know, the normal couplings, whichever they might be, is they'll do their job, won't they? And you know, they're easy enough to sort of take the trains apart and take back downstairs in my little carry bag that I've got there that does it, you know. So thank you all you 6 for staying on. I didn't actually expect many to come on a day, on a working day. So thank you all of you. and it's nice to get some from abroad, isn't it? So it's lovely. So are you still with us, Peter? What do you like the stream? Have you ever thought of doing one yourself? Because you've got quite a good little layout there, haven't you? And your train seems to run really very well. And that's really all you need, you know. Um, yes, you know, we all have problems. I'm sure we can all say, oh yeah, you know, trying to do this. I mean, it was like Alan with his Black 5, and it wouldn't go around that bend, didn't it? You know? Yeah, and it was like me with this Class 31 that didn't run because the flaming running number had changed. How? I don't know. Must have been when it shorted out, and it. I don't know. Weird. You wouldn't know. Well, it's fairly simple actually, Peter. You have a computer, don't you, with that you look on YouTube on. So all you basically got to do is plug a camera into the computer, into the USB stick, so a webcam. Make sure it's working, and then click off so that it's not being used. And then there's at the top of the screen, near where you sort of sign in and all that, there's a little sort of an asterisk sort of thing. If you hover over it, it says live. You click that, and then just follow the instructions, basically. It's not completely idiot-proof, because I took a little while to think. I mean, I set this to start at a time, and all I had was a little screen up in the corner, and I was trying to get a full screen. But the minute it starts going, you get the full screen with the chat, and it's not difficult. I don't think so. I'm sure Andy would confirm that. I mean, of all the ones that you can do, I think this is the easiest because you've only got to sort out one camera and maybe where to put it. The next one in the pecking order is probably StreamYard, which is very versatile. If you saw my stream on Easter Sunday, you know, I can put your comments across the screen. I can have more than one camera work and all that. And the most difficult, at least for me, which is the one that the train outsider uses, is what's it called? Yeah, you know the one I mean. Oh dear, brain fading, everybody. Yeah, whatever. But that's quite difficult. Yeah, he did. Peter did get 71,000 on the thing. What was it? I think it was a lazy afternoon playing trains or something. I think, wasn't it, Peter? Yeah, I remember that. They just click from time to time, don't they? Not very often though. I was actually looking back through some of the viewing figures of the bigger channels, which, to be honest, you know, they do vary hugely. Okay, they might get 15,000 on one video, but they must feel depleted when they might get 98,000 on another one. So it's no different. We all suffer from up and down, don't we, with YouTube? I think it's just a case of trying to, you know, not worry about it. If you enjoy putting them up and making them, then go for it. If it really bugs you, then don't do it. It's not worth it, is it? But yeah, I do like it. You're editing another running session, Peter. Well done. So we'll look forward to seeing that. But again, you know, let's do one of these. I'm assuming you can have a couple of trains running around your layout without having to do anything to them, and that's all you need to do. Don't have them too fast, and enjoy talking to your fellow modelers live. Basically, it's a way of getting instant reaction. So we're just coming up to the hour. Yes, absolutely, Andy. I agree. Um, um, so you spent 3 days editing two 30-minute clips. You're still not happy. Um, what you like, really. I mean, mine don't do particularly well, to be honest. I do better than some, do worse than others. So what do I do? Do I look at the people that are successful, like Chadwick and obviously New Junction, Richard, um, or our Scotsman up there? Um, Not really, because it's their videos are the way they do it, and they've got the support. Um, and I just have a way of doing the editing, and yes, I'm stuck in a rut, obviously. But I do try and do various things. I do try and vary the videos. Um, Sometimes when you're successful on one video, you tend to do the same video over and over again. Yes, you will change, what you're doing. I mean, I could have changed all these trains over, couldn't I, today, if I'd have wanted to? But, I'm a lazy sod. They're up here. If I try to take them off and put new ones on, I'm going to get really, really hot, and it takes quite a long time if I've got to come up the stairs. They ran quite well on the Easter Sunday, so why not? Whatever. So, what am I going to do now? I don't know. I'm really stubborn because I've got the 395 locking the one behind the back seat. So at the moment, I could perhaps take off the 37 and bring on another train. I've got a couple in there beside you there, including the 57. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you wanted to do a combined live, Alan, Andy, um, quite happy to do it. Probably perhaps go through. Well, we really need StreamYard, really, I think. Although it is possible to split here, I think. So I don't know whether you could actually do that. But yeah, I'd be happy to do a combined live. Do a bit of a laugh, really, aren't they? I think the last one we did, Alan, was it with Rachel and myself and you? Or have we done one since? Can't remember. Have to look back on the thing. Yeah, new Batman 66. What do you reckon, everybody? I mean, we've got the Acura scale, and I've obviously got the Hattons, which is now the Acura scale. The only thing I did notice on it is if you buy the most expensive one, like the 31 I bought, you get the automatic uncoupling. Now, for some people, that doesn't matter, but I would say it could come in handy, couldn't it? Especially if you've got one of them and a 31 that can do it. But I think the one they really need to do it on is the no 8 shunter, I would say. I think that would get a bit of attention. What you think? I think there's going to be 12 liveries, as far as I remember, from the. I only saw the beginning of YouTube with theirs. But yeah, I think it's 12 liveries. So I've got the Hattons 66, I've got the Hornby 66, and I've got the Batman 66, albeit with a TTS code in it. Which perhaps now I should, get a better decoder in for it. Because I did like the Batman with their decoder. That was another one I had to send back because I couldn't get them to run on this layout with the Hornby system I had, the EE and Railmaster. So I think if I can have them put in a two-yard. Well, I didn't see the price. Did they tell us what sort of price it'd be? I mean, bearing in mind, I think the 31 was, I think, nearly 400 quid, which is a lot of money, isn't it? But, yeah. Mike's gone cracked, is he? Oh, okay. I don't know why. See, coming out? No, that's all right. Does anybody else experience a crackly mic? Sounds like a bit of a disease, isn't it? Oh dear. They'll all go down to the hospital and have it sorted out. The audio's gone, is it? Okay. You think it's trying to tell me something? Eh? There you go. So, there you go. So I'm not quite, to be honest, I'm not quite sure which mic I'm using, to be honest. Let's have a look at settings. So, system. Sound, let's have a look. Okay. How loud is it? Let me see if I can turn it down a bit. It might help. Okay. It actually looks as though I'm using the desktop microphone on the camera that's up, that's giving you the pictures. So I'm coming back to you. Is it any better? Right, so have I turned it down too much now? Okay. I've muted it. Right. Okay, I'll go back to where I was. I'm getting really warm up here, so I might be starting soon. Right. Okay, let's turn it up a bit. Okay. Oh, hang on. Might be the wrong one. Let's try that one. Right. Any better? Hang on, I can't see you. Just a minute. You're going to go, Peter. Okay, nice. Thank you for joining. Look forward to seeing your video when you've edited it. And as I say, I've got a video going up tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Only a short one, about 12 or so minutes, I think. And find out why I'm disappointed. But I have got a little bit of just pictures of my update on the end-to-end. I've done a little bit on it, not a lot. So yeah, thank you very much, Peter. And have a think about doing a live. Go on. I'm sure your grandson would probably help you, possibly. Oh, hello, Jimmy. Well, I'm sorry, but I've had the 395 running around right at the beginning for quite a long time, so I'm not going to bring it out for you now, but just have a look back, at the beginning, and you'll see your 395 running. All right. So I said I would run it, and I did. Okay. I hope you'll stay with us. And I'm not going to go on for much longer, I don't think, because I am getting really warm. Yeah, I don't want that. So the battery's down to 43% in 1 hour and 8 minutes. saying. So it's doing pretty well, isn't it? Pretty well indeed. So one of the things I thought I could do on StreamYard is I could have a layout running up here and a layout running down on the end to end. But to be able to do that, I'd need another computer, which I've got, a really old, well, an old one. It's not old, but it's pretty old. So it's been sitting in the cupboard for the last, God knows how long. So I took it out yesterday and plugged it in with the charger because I thought it would have gone flat. And, did all the updates and all that. But the battery's never charged. So I don't know whether the battery just had it, which is quite possible. Or there's something wrong. So I used the AI again and sort of said about it. It came up with quite a few ideas to sort of check it. But my gut reaction is that the battery died. So I can always run it on the charger. So I'll go back down in the end to end. And I'd run that on that one. And then I'd have these two up here as I had. And then I'd use my other email address to bring it into StreamYard from down below. But of course, the trouble with down below is I can't run it round and round like I can up here. So on the Veilmaster software, you can actually record running. So you sort of run your trains and it records what you do. So I could probably do that for a certain amount of time. But obviously I wouldn't be able to, if I've got point motors on the points and control on it, then it would switch them, which it did up here. But obviously they're not, and I don't think it's going to pull those little levers of mine, is it? Yeah, it would only be able to run up the same bit of track, really, unless I pop down there and change the point, which I could probably do and set another program going. But it wouldn't be long for long. You're busy welding, are you? Okay. I've not needed to weld on my model railway so far, so God knows what you're doing. Is it maybe on a car? Is the sound any better? Anything? Sorry, I didn't know. But what I've done, I've turned it up. I guess I think I've turned it up. Might have made it worse. If it's really, really bad, I'll call it a day, I think. I don't know why. Perhaps the microphone is getting tired. Or maybe the hi-fi signal isn't as good as it was. Just before I go, why don't you let me know what the sound sounds like? I wouldn't mind putting a bit of sound on these logos just to see what it sounds like over this one. When you ask the question, yes, you can sort of imagine you all previously typing away, can't we? You've got to go, Alan. Okay. Thank you very much for coming in, mate. I hope you've enjoyed it. And as I say, have a look on Brighton, if you do anyway. So enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you get your editing sorted. But we do it because we like it, don't we? You can hear the whir of the trains. Can you hear my voice as well? Yeah, bye. Cheers, mate. Well done for finding me. Right, okay. Right, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish it, but before I do that, I'm just going to put on the sounds on these 3 locos one at a time. So let's start with the 37. I think maybe by turning up the speaker, it's sort of honed in on the train front, because it's pretty close, isn't it? About 1.5 foot away. And I moved nearer to the mic then, so that might help. Nearly drunk your tea. So I'm just going to slow down the 37 so that we can see if we can get a little bit of rather than the constant thrumming of the engine. I'm looking to see if I can find a hole so that I can rev it up. But I'm not having much luck at the moment. I'm not even sure it's on here. Not every train mode, light loco mode, drive a hole. Yeah, let's click that on. Right, let's give it a bit of a thrash, shall we? Well, that's at full speed of 80 miles an hour. I don't think I'll do it at that. Go flying off the end of the thing. Let's go to about 30 and then I'll release it. See what happens. Quite gentle. So this loco hasn't actually been through the work you need to do on iTrains to get it to run properly in iTrains. But that worked quite well. So I'm going to now turn that off, the sound, and we'll put the Flying Scotsman on. So I think steam engines always sound the worst on when you're doing a live. Just a low burner. We can turn the telly up, Andy, or tablet, or what you're watching on. You didn't hear that because we're down the end of it. So yeah, it's probably not a very good mic, and you know it's about a foot away and about a foot high, so it's possible it won't pick it up very well. So let's just do a whistle on the Flying Scotsman. Kelly, if she ever watches it. And the other one. There we are. And remember, this is a Orbi TTS decoder in this, nothing special. So we'll turn that one off, and let's just finally have the 31, shall we? So this should be a sound decoder to 5. EMU, or it might be a Zippo one. Is it a Zippo one? You never know quite what. So again, have I got a hold on you? If you hold your mouse over the emblems that I've got, it shows you what they are. And it's not exactly quick and easy, but they are all there. So I've got two decouplers there that will decouple it. Got a speed lock, engine idle, right engine mode. I don't know what the speed lock does. One would think it would just keep it at that speed and not let it go any faster. So if I slow it down and stop it by near where the camera is, maybe that would stop it going until I release it. There we go. Possible, isn't it? There we are. So let's put the speed lock on. I can find it again. Right, put the speed lock on. So let's just see if it helps the job. Let's see. Up to 70 miles an hour. Where's the whistle? That's good. Got all of them or just the one? So let's give it a whistle. There's one. There's the other one. So I'll let it off. I'm going to leave it to go at 70. We'll see what happens. That's pretty gentle, isn't it? So I'm going to slow that down. It's frightening me. I'll move to the microphone so you can hear me. This container train was trying to beat Trump's tariffs, so trying to get there earlier so that they can get off and arrive before they're put on. Yes, topical. So everybody, bring it down to an hour and 21 minutes. I think I'm assuming we're still having trouble with the sound. So I think I'm going to finish this off. So all I need to do is find out how to start it. Hang on a minute. Oh, I just want to try that for a minute. I've got an emblem here down the bottom called share screen. So I don't do anything. So maybe I'd have to have it loaded from somewhere. No, I don't think it's doing it. I have to read up on that. Anyway, I don't know if you saw that, by the way. Hopefully not. Right, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. And watch out for my one on tomorrow. And thank you for the 10 likes. That's pretty good. See what that does for the viewing figures. Probably not a lot. Ah, I found where to end the stream. It is down there. So I don't know. Do we get a warning or does it end it sort of straight away? Let's see. Bye, Jim Lee. Bye, everybody. And as I said, cheers for joining. If you feel rather silly if you set it all up and run it, and don't get anybody on it. But you do tend to find me, so I'm quite grateful for that, even when I put it up funny times. I do wonder what would happen if I did like Andy does, you know, the same time every week, and you bail out and work around outside, Anthony. No, I'm not sure I actually want to do that. Right, we're going to push the end stream and we'll see what happens. So, 1 hour 24 minutes. I don't know if it's near me or not. And the battery's about to go 32%. So it's not bad. That's used about 70% of the time we've been on. Good. And the one running the trains, which was at 100% when I started, that's down to 51%. Pretty good. So I need to go down and charge all them up again. So I'm going to push the end stream. Okay, so it does exactly the same as on StreamYard. It gives you the chance to not do it now. But I'm going to finish. Okay, everybody. Cheers. Bye. Bye. Enjoy your weekend.